How it feel to be a dad, how it feel to be a man. You provide by any means, and we sticking to the plan. Yeah, I do this for my seed. Come and listen, come and see. Remember, it was just me. Now it's all about we. Lead by example. This for my child. I swear that I got you for life. Went from the court to talking about buckets. Now we talking Pampers and wipes. I really love this though. Look at you and get inspired. You the fuel to my fire. Come here, let me change your diaper dash.
If you guys are hearing us laugh and hearing us talk, it's your boys once again. Diaper Dad Boys, it's your boy GQ.
It's your boy Boog. Welcome back to another fantastic week. I replaced the F word. Thank you. Well, Mr. GQ, how's everything going?
Everything's going all right, man. It's tomorrow. If you guys are listening to this, it's, first day of March. But tomorrow's going to be my first day in the office since December. I've been home on, January I took paternity leave for all of January, and then I didn't go in the office all of February. So tomorrow's my first day back. So everything's going all right, man. The baby's doing good, and Nova's doing good. I'll talk about a little bit some of the new things that we did with Nova. But overall, man, things is all right, man. Things is all right. How about you?
How's the adjustment? How's the adjustment going for everybody?
The adjustment? So you want to get in that now, or you want to get into it?
Let's get into it. Everybody listen, I'm good. I'm well. I'm healthy. I'm here. Let's get into it already. How's the adjustment going?
Adjustment's been all right, yo. At first, Nova wanted a lot of attention. And, I was really busy. Like, I had basketball. We were just closing up with that. And then the baby, and then work. And then I'm about to travel for work, and I'm the team lead on it. So I've been, like, it's so tedious. I had to do all this other tedious things that I never thought I had to do. So that was just a lot going on. And, the first 4 or 5 weeks was a little bit heavy. But then as things kind of, went on, the adjustment's definitely been good for sure. I think last time we talked, Banks was on here. Jasmine's brother came down. He was here for a conference where he came by just to see us and gave us some good words of wisdom. He has 2 kids. And then this past weekend, we just went to Virginia Beach. So just around the family. I ain't going to say her family, around the family. And they were just giving us good insight, you know what I mean? So everything's been good, man. Everything's been going all right. Had to snap on Jasmine the other day. But we good. What? Everything good. Huh?
About what? Everything good?
Shit, we was just talking about, it actually was about Nova. Because she was saying in the morning, I was a little mean to Nova. And I think I was a little bit tight because I had just woke up and I'm traveling to Asia. So I had just woke up and I saw an email. I'm like, God dang it. So I'm like, yo, I'm trying to hurry up so I can answer the email. But at the same time, I'm trying to make sure Nova's gets dressed because they're 12 hours ahead of us. So if I wake up at 7, it's 7 at night. So I'm like, dang, yo. So I was just like rushing her and she was like, yo, you were mean today. I'm like, what you mean? She was like, yo, the way you were talking to Nova. I'm like, you kind of right, but I don't think I was mean. I was just a little bit, thorough with what I was saying because I was trying to say, like, recently I got to tell Nova like 4 times to do something.
Well,
to me, that's unacceptable.
Yeah, but you know what though, it better be acceptable because every 3-year-old does that. I repeat myself repetitively every 6 seconds. I say the same thing and it still doesn't get done. So it's normal. But yeah,
but to me, it's like 1 or 2 times is okay, but like I don't like that I have to continue to do it for like the 3rd or 4th time.
Shane, she's only 3. She's only 3.
She is, but yo, when it comes to certain things, it's a little bit about discipline. You know what I mean? It's really about teaching them. You know what I mean?
See,
like,
I know what you mean because I've been saying this for a while. Remember, we was like, "Oh, you used to tell me the same thing. Oh, there are 3," and I should tell you that there's certain things that I need done in your realm that I know you're capable of doing. But at the end of the day,
for sure.
At the end of the day, they just 3.
For sure.
You know? But,
Yeah.
hey, but you know what though? And you know what it is? It's very hard. And I'm glad you said that because you said you woke up and the first thing you saw was that email. And I kind of just like started you off on a rough path. Well, not a rough path, but it just irked you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But you're trying to get her done so you can get to what you got going on. And that is the prime example of parenthood. Like it's good. It's a good thing that Jazz checked you on it. You know what I mean? Because a lot of, you know what I mean? That a lot of partners will do that. You know what I mean? Like, hey, yo, you need to calm down. Like, I know you got certain things going on, and I give you your credit for taking it the way you took it. Because sometimes when we're caught in a moment, the emotion that you have about the situation, the frustration, goes out on your partner. You know what I mean? And you just it turns into this whole bickering back and forth. But shout out to y'all for really communicating effectively, bro. That's major. Every day there's something, you know what I mean? Like you said, you a team lead on a trip. You got taking care of people going over to Asia. You take care of emails from Asia, and you got to raising 2 beautiful daughters, and you got to be a strong enough partner for Jazz. You know what I mean? Like you got a lot of balance. It's like it's one big
and coaching.
And you're coaching somebody else's kids, so you basically babysitting somebody else's high school kid. So it's like you got this big juggling that, you know what I mean? And it's very hard to like you got to stop. It's almost like a split second think like, yo, I got to chill because I'm about to talk to somebody else, and they can take my frustration as it's geared towards them, not not towards the situation that's at hand. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely, she definitely did check me on that, but we did go back and forth for a little minute. Cause I'm like, yo, somebody got to be disciplined up in here, man. Like, you feel me? Like, somebody got to be on it. You know, you can't have 2 nice parents in the household because sometimes kids, you know, they can walk over you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But other than that, everything's copacetic. I think that's the word.
Copacetic? Yeah, you're right. You somewhere around there. You on the right path. Let's see. What's going on over here?
What's poppin' with you, man? I know you had a busy week.
Last week was crazy. Week before that was even crazier. But we're back. I'm back online. Like it's starting. I've changed my perspectives on parenting throughout the week that I had when I actually went on a work trip last week. So I was with the kids from I dropped my mom off from Tuesday to basically Friday because we got snowed in on one of the days. Thursday we got snowed in. So I was really it was 3 solid days. And people may think that's not a lot, but 3 days with more than one child, is very difficult to do. But it taught me so much. It taught me to enjoy it. You know what I mean, and be in the moment versus trying to always coach every moment and teach every moment of no, you can't be doing this, you can't be doing that. You know what I mean? And some things they did, normally I would be like, no, don't do it. But you know what though? At the end of the day, but sometimes you just gotta let kids be free, man. You gotta give them their independency. You know what I mean? Especially at this age.
Yeah.
They don't really want you around for much unless it comes to keeping up with their health. You know what I mean? As far as eating, bathing, and things of that nature. But really, just focusing on being in on the moment and laughing more and being less stern all the time. You know what I mean? And being firm, but not yelling. You know what I mean? And
sure.
learning the art of reasoning of with a toddler. That is something that was one of my biggest takeaways from the week was reasoning. And I'm not saying I'm compromising with my toddler, but I'm reasoning as to why things are done a certain way at their level. You know what I mean? When it comes to anything. You know what I mean? If they might cry about something, and instead of letting them cry it off, which sometimes I do, depending on what the situation is. A lot of the times I was like getting down on one knee, getting on their level, talking at their level, and talking directly to them, and it worked. It was so much more effective than me just yelling at them and, you know what I mean, put them in the corner to relax, just get some rest, you know what I mean? So I learned a lot about myself. And, you know, parenthood's always a revolving door, and it's a craft. So I definitely feel like I got better as I noticed as I was going throughout my week. It was crazy. But, you know, now it's like when Ash is home now, it's a little bit easier because I don't have to worry about the house. The hardest part of the whole shit last week was the upkeep on the house. Quite frankly, kids were fine. The upkeep was a bitch and a half. Like making sure everything was laundry was done. It was just so much revolving around the house. But the kids were fine, so that made it a little bit easier for me. You know what I mean? So I really appreciated that from them, and I felt our bond get a little more tighter. And them trusting me to be able to do things for them. That was another thing too. So it was definitely an eye-opening experience.
Yeah, definitely the upkeep of the house is.
Bro,
Man,
that is the
cleaner.
hardest part.
Yeah, I'm the cleaner, yo, and I ain't been able to really do my routine, and I wash the clothes and I fold them shits. So yo, sometimes I'll be like, man, yo, I can't I'm at the point where now, like, I try not to wait like too long for like Nova's clothes to wash, because like she gets her laundry be piling up. So like, yo, by like every Friday, I'm trying to jump on that, get that out, and then wash Journey stuff by herself, because I don't like to wash them together. It's just, I don't like this. I like wash Journey stuff with Journey stuff. You know, Nova with Nova stuff. Get that out the way, because anything past 5-7 days, man, you be foaming forever, man.
Bro, our laundry machine, that motherfucker never catch a break. That shit's running every day.
Every day.
And now you'll understand once Journey becomes a toddler. Like the dishwasher's always going. The washing machine's always going, and the dryer's always going, bro. And that shit just be like dumb shit.
Funny thing, I actually ran the dishwasher, I think, for the second time since I bought this house, bro. I don't use a dishwasher. Some people don't believe in that shit. Yeah, I don't. Probably because like growing up, we never did it. You know what I mean? Like it was always wash the dishes and put them back. So like that's just something I've always done. And the only reason I wash the dishwasher is because I think when I was washing the dishes, the water was kind of like somewhat like months over months, like just dropping, just like the water, the soap, just dropping on it, and then it kind of build up. Jazz was like, yo, we probably need to wash that out, like steam it. So bought this thing, put it in there, had to take all of the dishes out. That was the worst part. I'm like, oh my gosh. I took all the dishes out and then put it in there, steamed it. But like, I don't believe in that. I'm not going to say I don't think it's a good idea. I think it's efficient if you got a lot of people in the house, a lot of things to do. But I think that's definitely a good chore to teach the kids, you know what I mean? Because I don't want them to get in the habit just taking shit, washing it out, and put it in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I've always been a clean person. Like all my roommates, anybody I live with, like I'm not saying like I that has to be clean. I pick that stuff up, but I'm just been a clean person. Always made my bed, fold my clothes, do this, that, and the third, unpack, clean. You know what I mean? That's just always been me, and I definitely want that to be my girls, because Jasmine, I like that. She's not a cleaner, and sometimes it would be good if she did help a little bit, because cleaning the whole house, washing all the dishes, and folding all the clothes and washing them, it can be overwhelming sometimes. Luckily, I work from home, so you know I could do one day, one thing the other day. But I want the girls to be able to, you know, get that from me at least.
Those core values. But you know what though, it's all about efficiency. You know what I mean? How can you be efficient with your time that you're allotted every day to make sure that you're available in those moments that matter? Like sometimes I hand wash dishes. If I don't want the dishwasher to run, I will purposely hand wash it just to keep it from turning it on. Cause every morning I wake up, I gotta empty out the dishwasher. So like recently we've been on this wave of like, I try to get on a path where like I can run the dishwasher right after breakfast and then start it. Yeah. Run it right after breakfast and then put it away like in the middle of the day.
Gotcha.
That way I don't have to, in the morning I could just wake up. You know what I mean? That's kind of like one of my tasks right now. So we split up. Yeah. Like wake up, me and Bo come downstairs. He watches TV for a little bit. We chill. Then I go to the kitchen, put the dishes away, make sure everything's out for breakfast. Ashley cooks breakfast. I go upstairs, get myself together, and then I come back down and everybody wants Ashley to do everything. So I just go ahead and go clean breakfast up and kiss everybody on the forehead and send them on their way. But it's just about being efficient. You know what's crazy is that like with me, I'm not gonna say I was a procrastinator, but like when
it's okay to say it.
I'm not a procrastinator. I think I just have a leniency when it comes to like what can be done right now and what can be done later. You know what I mean? Like Ashley, everything has to be done like right now. You know what I mean? Like, okay, we got to get laundry done. We got to get it done now. You know what I mean? Me, it's like, is it important to get it done now, or is it can it wait a little bit and then we can? She's very type A. I'm very on type B. But when she's not here, bro, I got to be on my shit because it's like I don't have anybody else to fall onto. You know what I mean? There's no backup.
What does type A and type B mean? I seen someone saying that. Like, what is type A?
So,
like, what are those type of people?
They're very.
Let me look it up.
You ever see those people? I'm gonna give you an example. You ever see those people who like go with? They're very organized. You ever see those people that go on trips and they bring like folders of like itineraries and shit?
Yeah.
Type A. Just people who things have to be done a certain way and they have to be done at a certain like in a certain pattern, like maybe a pattern. It's not really necessarily like OCD.
Oh, I'm definitely type A then, man. Because right here it's saying self-driven, highly competitive, ambition, goal-driven, impatient, aggressive, hostile, controlling, dominant, high risk, entrepreneur, workaholic, sense of urgency, fast pace. Yeah. Some of the stuff not really me, but then it says
you get the general idea.
Yeah. Type B is less competitive, focused on enjoying life, easygoing, relaxed, high flexible, energetic, outgoing, yet at a laid back attitude. Okay. All right.
But the only thing with me though that I don't relate to in that definition is the non-competitiveness part. Like I'm gonna compete my ass off no matter what I'm doing. Other than that though, like I'm a really like you people who've been around me know, very chill, laid back. You know what I mean? Like if it's important, it needs to get done, it'll get done. You know what I mean? I think that's what bugs Ashley the most is that like she thinks that I'm gonna like forget sometimes. And sometimes I do forget. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna say it loud and proud. I forget. She'll send me a list and I'll forget some shit on that list. And my favorite excuse is that you sent me like 3 lists on the way to the store, and I was looking at the original. I walked past the last 2 and saw the one that I was originally told to get, and then I forgot the whatever it is. You know what I mean? I'm one of those type of people. But I've been getting better at it. I've been just she's been working with me, with getting me like, all right, there's just certain times, certain shit needs to be done. And we balance each other out because when she wants to get something done right now, we always have like conversation of like, yo, does it have to be done right now? Like, can we just chill for a little bit? Like, always got to feel like you got to be doing something. No, we just gonna sit here and chill. You know what I mean? And then the laundry will get folded later. It could be put away later. Like, we'll be fine. It's not gonna be the end of the world. We got clothes. You know what I mean? If it's important now though, I'm definitely on it. But when she's gone, it's like, that's why I get so many headaches when she leaves, because it's like there's so much shit that has to be done right now that I usually don't do that I am doing now. And it's like, oh my gosh. I'll call Ashley one time. She left. The first time she left me was last year, April. She left me here and I was like, yo, I have a mean headache right now. I was like, I don't know how you think all this shit. I had to get swim bags ready, this ready, that ready. It's just like, there's so much going on, so much chaos, which can be overwhelming at times, but you know what I mean? You just push through it.
Yeah. You definitely need someone that is Gotta have someone that's like direct. And something I was thinking about today is like always doing something. I was thinking about it today, like it should be always a thought process to do something while you could do something else to get it out the way, right? I'll give you an example.
Give me an example.
The other day, Monday actually, right? It was Monday. Nova was here with us because we just got back. I had practice and you know what? I had practice, I had work, and we went to go see my grandmother. And Jasmine was going to cook lasagna. So I came home from practice at like 5, might have been 5:30 because I think practice was at 3. Came home, there was no dinner cooked. Jasmine was still like feeding the baby and she was playing with Nova. And I'm like, are you still cooking lasagna? She was like, yeah, I'm about to do it in a little bit. I just never had the time. So I was thinking to myself, you know, if I had the baby, I would cook. I would do things that would make things easier. Like the normal or like the regular way of doing things should need to be tweaked, right? So like like as soon as the baby get put down, or like I can put it down because we've been able to like put it down for 2 hours. At like 12 o'clock in the afternoon, I would just cook dinner. You know what I mean? Just to get it out the way. You know what I mean? So because when Nova gets home or when Nova's around, it's too much for one person. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like if you have the ability to be like, yo, like, you know what? Like I'm going to do this when she gets put down. So that way, when that time comes, I can kind of relax and not really have to do things. Cause now she gotta cook. I gotta hold the baby. We gotta go get them washed. We gotta go get them ready for bed and then gotta put them to bed. And so I'm just like, I'm always thinking about, when I'm relaxing or when I could be doing something, like just do it. You know what I mean?
Ash is like that.
Just wait. Huh?
Ash is like that. I'm notorious for that.
Yeah, instead of just like not doing it. Like, for example, like for Jasmine, like she might have like 1 or 2 things to do, right? And to me, I'm like, yo, as soon as you put the baby down, do it. Like if you need to go stop by work, just do it instead of like waiting for when you feel like it's the right time. It can't be like when I feel. It got to be like when is the actual like good time to do it. I think that's the perfect saying. You know what I mean? Like people are so used to like, I'm going to do it when I feel like it instead of being like, yo, just do it when it's actually reasonable. You know what I mean? Like it'll benefit everybody.
Nah,
what you about to say?
I'm notorious. I'm the notorious. When they take a nap, I'm napping. Fuck all that. I'll figure it out. I'll figure where the perfect time is because the kids don't need me in their face a lot anymore. So it's different. It'll get different later on. But even then, like I'm still like notorious for like actually, well, you can just take the trash out now. Like, no, I'll just do it when I go pick up dinner later. It's not gonna bother nobody. It's gonna sit right there. It's gonna be cool.
2 birds with 1 stone type shit.
Yeah, I'm that guy where it's like if all right, cool. The laundry's downstairs. I'm gonna go put the kids in the playroom. We'll all be in here together. Even when they were like 1 or 2, we'll play. I'll watch them fold clothes. Everyone's chilling. You know what I mean? But Ashley's like, no. She's like, why don't you ever do something during nap time? I'm like, why? Because I can get it done later. I also get it though.
Or another thing, like for example, a good thing was Tuesday, the next day, I had to go down to my work because I had to do something for my passport. But I also had to cut my hair. But then Jasmine, sometimes I want to give Jasmine a breather so she can wake up and like brush her teeth and do what she needs to do. Right. So I'm thinking to myself, instead of dropping Nova off, right, waiting for Jasmine to get up and then going to the embassy, and then coming back and, yo, why not just go straight downstairs and cut my hair, bro? Just get it out the way, yo. Boom, 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 boom. Get it done. Hold the baby done. You out the door. Next thing you know, you come back. Now I have room to do whatever Jasmine needs me to do. Instead of coming back now and being like, hold on. Let me cut my hair. And then she like, I think you could have done that in the morning. You feel me? That's how I'm thinking. That's how I be thinking.
Oh man, see, this is really a type A, type B conversation. This is the conversations that we having right now, like how the disparities where it's like when you're like, oh, I could just get it done now and have time later. It's like, yo, it's like I can find time in my schedule. Do I have downtime where I'm not needed to do something like to help to take care of them? Like, I'm not making dinner, I don't have to make dinner, I don't have to do this. If they're playing and I can watch them play, then if something happens, I'm there. I'm just going to be full clothes. Like, I sit right here on this very couch around like 4 o'clock every day. Kids come down here. Ashley hates when I do this. She's always trying to work out. She feels like I'm not really watching the kids or whatever. I'll get down here like 4 o'clock. They come home like 3. They used to come home like 3:30. 4 o'clock, the laundry be sitting there all day. And I'll be working throughout the day. And there's probably times where I could just fold a little bit here, do a little bit there, but I always just do it all at once. There's always, so I wait, they get home, we come downstairs, they play, and I'm folding clothes. But I don't know. But both of you make sense. Like, get it out the way. I get that. I'm 1000% get it out the way. Other times it's like, yo, I can find time throughout the day when I'm needed and still get what I need to get done and be needed and still be available to be needed.
I get you. But for me, I be like, yo, I had so much going on, bro. Today's the first day in the middle of the week where I didn't have much to do because basketball ended. So like, it just be like so much like, and I love it though. Like, I really like being on the go or like doing things because we only get one chance to do this shit, man. Real talk. That's my favorite line to everybody, man. Like, we really only get one chance to do this shit. So if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it with all my energy. Jerome, shout out to my man Rome. He just had a baby too. But he be saying this every time, anytime I see him, or he be telling his wife, he be like, yo, I don't know how Shane do it. He's like, I don't know how Shane got the time to do all this shit. And I really make this, if I could sleep, if I could get 2 hours of sleep, and somebody be like, yo, you just got to do some more shit to be who you need to be, I do it, bro. Like, I really be on the go, man. Like, do everything I can. And I just everything, like, and it's crazy, man, because, like, the feeling I had, the energy I have, the spirit I have, like, I just want the girls to get this, man. Like, this feeling, this on the go, this drive. Come on, man.
Bruh, it's but the thing is, what if you don't? Like, me personally speaking, I can't, like, when I, like, over Christmas, over the holidays, I was wrapped up in work with a massive project, and it was just me handling the project. And the overwhelming feeling that came across me was like, I hate that feeling. I don't like to. I like to be wanted and needed in multiple places for sure, but on my own terms. Like, there's things at work that needed to be done. Then I needed to come home. I needed to take care of the kids. But then, like, I get an email at 5 o'clock at night talking about I need this now. And it's like, yo, I'm trying to have dinner time with my kids. Like, that shit makes me. That shit does not sit well with me. But I like to be busy though. Like, I'm always busy. At work, I'm always busy. But if it's a constant busy and not in spurts, and I need you here, and I need you there, I need you here, I need you there, and it's always I need, I can't do that. I gotta be I gotta autopilot at some point throughout my day. And if I can't, that throws me off mentally. And then, your kids they pick up on your vibes and it rubs off on them. And then now the house is just upside down. You know what I mean? It's the weirdest thing. And it's like, even when you don't have, and to go back to when you were saying you hope your babies, you get that urge and that feeling. What if they don't? You know what I mean? Like, how do you coach?
One of them got to get one of them.
But what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is though, what if then what are you going to do about the one that doesn't? For instance, let me give you an example. So like Cassidy and Bo are two. They're twins, but they're two different. They're two different people. Bo is like a go-getter, ready to go all the time. Cassidy is very lazy. I know exactly how she's going to be when she gets older because she's going to be just like me. She's going to need somebody to kick her in her ass a little bit to get her wheels moving, get her going. You know what I mean? And it's almost like, it's not frustrating, but you want so much for your kids. It's like, well, what if they don't, you know what I mean? They just want to move at one speed. Some people just move at one speed in life. They're just like this. There's some people that are bouncing off the walls here, there, doing this, doing that. And there's other people that can kind of manage and navigate through. It's like the in-between.
You know what I call it?
For a person like you, though, who is type A and who can do this as we identified it, and you have a child who is on the other side of the spectrum who's really laid back, you know what I mean, they're ready to achieve everything in life, but on their own terms, and they don't like change. Then how do you deal with that?
It's called parenting, man. That's what it's called. It's called parenting. You're gonna have to put them in situations, continue to talk to them, continue to mentor them, continue to just kind of, you know, like you said, give them that kick in the butt, and hopefully they get it. You know what I mean? And maybe if they don't get it, then at least you know, like, dang, yo, like, they just gonna have to figure out on their own. You know what I mean? But it's the same thing with, you know, basketball with the kids too. You know, you got certain kids that sometimes you just gotta cheer on, or certain kids that don't get it, or certain kids that's not as good. It's called coaching now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's really, now you really a coach. You know, it's not just, oh, run this play. Now you gotta really, you know, dig deeper and really, you know, give yourself, you know, tell them what to do, mentor them, be patient. So, you know, like I said, if one kid don't see it, you know, you just got to keep progressing. You got to keep giving them, keep showing them. Hopefully one kid gets it, they see it, it can kind of rub off on them. But, you know, my dad is that way, and me and my sister are go-getters. So,
sure.
And, you know, my sister, she drives off of me. You know what I mean? She see me doing what I'm doing. It kind of motivates her too. And hopefully that, you know, happens to Nova and Journey. You know, Journey will be motivated by Nova, or Nova will be motivated by Journey. But it's just something that just got to be mindful of, man. Starting now, though, you know what I mean? That's
the cool thing about having kids who are very close in age, or the same age, is that, like, they always got somebody to compete with. Not compete with, but, like, they always have somebody to always feel, I guess it'd be kind of competing, to compete with, and always, you know what I mean? Oh, you about to go get this, and you know what I mean? And I'm going to go do this, you know what I mean? Or you doing that, I'm going to go do, you know what I mean? That friendly competition is always good to have in the household. I hope the twins, when they get older, they'll see it. And I was, like, me growing up, like, my mom's type A. Mom is 22 years in the military. She is a go-getter at its finest. Like, always, like, she was the leader of, like, 20 men in the military at one time. Like, it was like, she really did her thing. But me, I'm like my dad, unfortunately. Like, when it comes to, like, laziness, and, like, I always was that kid that just did enough just to get by. High school, did enough. In school, just did. I needed C's. Okay, I got you C's. You know what I mean? Not until I, like, got to college where I had to keep up with my scholarship. I was like, I really got to, like, get this 3.0 every semester at least. And then once I found out that was easy, it was like I was always getting 3.0. I didn't really light it. A fire wasn't lit underneath my ash until this one day. And I'm going to tell you about this fucking story. So when I graduated college, I
remember.
I took this summer off. Right? And my mom agreed to it. She was like, okay, cool. I was like, yo, every summer I've been working out. Like, I never had a summer to just chill and, like, be a kid. You know what I mean? I've always, growing up from middle school till now, it's like, it's been basketball, tournaments, traveling here, traveling there. So never really had time to like figure it out. So I was like, yo, I'm going to be a camp counselor back in my high school for 3 months, just get some money in the door. And then like around October, I'm going to find a job. That was the plan. That was, she agreed to it. I agreed to it. Everything was great. Camps in August, school's getting ready to start back up. I'm not applying to shit. Like, I'm just applying to like a job here, a job there. I'm applying to shit that you need 5 years of experience. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing at this point. So one morning, so now it's like pushing through September. I get a phone call. It was a Tuesday morning. No, it was a Monday morning. She called me. She said,
warehouse.
Hold on. She says, you got an interview with UPS tomorrow at 11 o'clock. I'm like, all right. I was like, okay, whatever. Thinking it's like some office position type shit, right? So I pull up. So I get there, right? So listen, I ain't had no tattoos on my side. I had a sports polo on. I had the slacks on. I had dress shoes on. I was trying to get a job doing something, right? Yo, they buzz us all. I get to they have like a gate that they buzz you into before you get in. Yo, there's like 20 people out here. And I'm like, yo, all right, this is kind of weird, but all right, I'm going to go through it. So I'm like, cool, 11 o'clock, I'm in there. So then it's a bunch of us standing in a room. I'm like, oh, this is still like kind of weird to me. Bro, I get into there. They sit us all down. So I'm like, all right, they're just going to pick one by one and we just going to go back somewhere. And, you know what I mean? Do our little interview, keep moving. I got my resume printed out. I got everything. These people have nothing in their fucking hands, literally nothing. And, we get all in the room. The lady comes in. She's like, oh, well, welcome to your interview at UPS. I'm like, huh? And she goes, yeah, this is an interview for you to be a package handler for UPS, and you can work your way up the driver. And like, she starts telling me all this shit, bro. My heart sank into my ass, bro. I'm like, no fucking way I'm doing this, bro. So everyone's talking and they're going through their stories. Like, one dude was like, I lost my job. The dude was like, other dude was like, I just got out of prison. Da 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 da. So it was crazy. It was like the most craziest experience. So then they passed out these pink pieces of paper they made us fill out. And it's at the end of the interview, whatever, the group interview. She comes back, collects it. I'm sitting all the way in the back at this point because I'm like mad embarrassed that I'm here. I'm like, yo, I know I deserve a little bit better than this. Nothing against UPS drivers and people who make careers out of that. Nothing against you guys. But me personally, I'm a pretty boy. These hands are I don't do package handling. Like, I don't do that shit. I don't do anything physical labor. Fuck all that. So she looks at me. She goes, you have a resume? And I'm like, yeah, I got a resume. She goes, are you trying to get a management position? And I'm like, yeah, I guess. Sure. She's like, cause you seem a little overqualified for this. Bro, I hauled ass out of there. I called my mom. I was like, bro, I don't know what you did, but I'll never do that again. I was like, yo, I will find a job. Give me 2 weeks. And then next thing I know, 3 weeks later, I'm working at fucking Nordstrom's in the kids department. Hey.
Niggas taking back the Burberry.
Oh yeah. That shit was I used to call that shit the birthday get up. People come in and buy that
baby shower.
Yeah, the baby shower, the birthday, they'll come in and buy that expensive ass Burberry checker shirt, and that shit come back smelling like Black and Miles every time. Every time.
Yo, I still got like 3 of them shits, bro. I was telling niggas at the baby shower, I'm still in the shoes. Like, I still buy the shoes, but yo, for the designer shit, I'm over it, man. I can't do it no more. Number one, I don't even know if I can afford that shit no more, having the kids in daycare, bro. I'm like, geez, Louise. Well, bro, I be looking at some of the shit.
Look, PacSun become your best friend. When that spring sale hit, I'm in there religiously. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna figure this out.
Oh yeah. I be shopping everywhere, bro. I really be shopping everywhere. Like, niggas be asking me all the time, like, where you get this? I be telling niggas I be shopping at Forever 21 Men's, PacSun, Boohoo, High Man's, everywhere. Anything I can get a nice fit on, everything, bro. I don't care. Like, I'm not one of those guys that's like, oh, designer head to toe. Hell nah. I be telling people all the time.
The only thing I will spend a pretty penny on is jeans. Jeans, like, I have a unique build. So like jeans have to be fit a certain way for me. So if I like a pair and they're expensive, I'll buy like one or two every like couple months, and then I'll just build up a wardrobe of them. But outside of that, shirts, anywhere. I'll be shopping a lot on Instagram. Instagram got a lot of shit. Honestly, and I just go to the website and this shit look legit, and that shit come through. But nah, man. Like it's just like and then like I said, I worked at Nordstrom's, and then after that, it got real for me when I moved out. I moved to California. It was like real because it was like I really had to take care of myself. It was like shit. I got to make something of myself. I just traveled 2,500 miles across the country. I got to make a name for myself and like let these people back home know I really did it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, that didn't really matter, but I always had that thought in the back of my head.
Here you are with 2 kids, 2 toddlers.
2 toddlers.
At Moderna. You at Moderna, right?
I'm not at Moderna. I support Moderna. So my company, I work with them. I support them directly with all their efforts and trying to cure the world and shit. So it's like I'm chilling. Like even now, like, I'm still aggressive with it. You know what I mean? But it's like, how do you? Yeah, I'm still aggressive with it, bro. Because I've learned quickly in this world, no one owes you shit. You came in here alone. You're gonna leave alone. So you got to go get it yourself. And what pushes me is the example, is to be the example for the kids so they can see. You know what I mean? Of like what it's like to work hard and earn some solid money and be able to take care of your kids so they don't have to really worry for much. My kids don't worry about anything. You know what I mean? That's the best feeling in the world right there. Is like when your kids, they're happy my 2 biggest things is that they're happy at home and they feel safe at home and everywhere else with you. And they, you know what I mean? They look clean and things of that nature. Like, that's all that matters. When I say look clean, I ain't saying you got to put them in Nike, Adidas, all this other shit, but just kids that are well kept, clean, and happy, bro. That's my biggest joy.
That's all that matters, man. Just taking care of them. I like that too, especially when it comes to shoes, man. Like, I guess now I'm really happy because I just saved the shoes. Like, I just saved Nova's shoes. I don't like do anything else with them because they're just gonna go to Journey. But like, just buying her like all the shoes, man. Like, I cannot wait until like we take like, well, we taking a couple pictures together wearing like the same like shoes and stuff like that. But like always, man, like I really just see myself, man. I be thinking about these girls, man. I be like, yo, like when these girls like 18, 16, man, they come home, they big, they ain't high school, this, that, and the third, man. I'm just sitting on a couch, man, bald head, tatted up. I'm like, man, that's my dad, man.
But that's just a new generation of dads. Like, I'm covered in tattoos as well. I know for a fact I'm gonna be the coolest fucking pops out there. I know that for a fact. Just because it's just my personality. I'm chill. My kids are clean. Like, you know what I mean? I'm very nonchalant with a lot of shit when it comes to them. If a lot of times I want to be a kid with them, so I'm joking around with them. You know what I mean? That's what I envision myself down the line. What is one thing for you though that like you'll spend some money on when it comes to like your kids' apparel? Like me, like my kids' shoes is like a thing. Like you can't, I can't do like the light up shoes and shit like that. I know they're kids, but it's just something about shoes. It's just when I get shoes, like I try to find them the same shoes for me to find them the same shoes that I have, or you know what I mean. Like Bo, I won't actually. Bo has to be in like when it comes to wintertime. I always buy Bo a pair of Timbs. Always. He'll never wear them, but I always buy them.
Tim's always been your thing though.
I've been wearing Timbs forever, so it's like, yo, I need him in them, or like. He needs to have at least a couple pair of J's. He's like, yo, you just spend all this money, he's gonna grow out of it. I know, I get it. It's just a guilty pleasure of mine where it's like, yo, like when the 13s came out, I was like, oh, let me cop them, I give them to him. But you know what I mean? Like $65, whatever, I get it. But it's like,
and that shit really is nothing though. Like, yo, that's really
in the grand scheme of shit, it's not.
Nothing, bro. $50, $65, yo. Yo, you asked me to spend that, yo, I'll do that anytime, man. That's really nothing to me. That's nothing, yo, because just think about that. Like, instead of me going out, which is maybe like once or twice a month, maybe 3 times, instead of me going out and buying drinks and doing that, I might as well just buy my daughter some shoes, man. You know, like it ain't gonna hurt nobody.
And then you find out that Marshalls and TJ Maxx become your best fucking friend. I didn't learn that till down the line. I was copying Nike Fits for like $10. Like, it's like crazy.
Yeah, my mom, she be killing it, bro. She be killing it. She go there, she buy Nike hoodie, leggings, legging tights, panties, Nike, everything. I'm like, Mom's funny, man.
Mom's hit me up this past weekend. She was like, I'm headed to TJ Maxx. Y'all need anything? I'm like, yeah, just check to see what the spring collection looking like already. I know that's out. My mom is, but the thing is that, and I get it from my mom. Like, yo, there's a picture of me. I wish I gotta post. I'm gonna post this shit on the gram. I'm gonna tell her, have to send it to me, bro. I was in kindergarten. You know, I had the J's on. I had this was back when Carl Connie was like a real thing. Like, niggas was wearing Carl Connie 24/7. I had the little gold necklace on. Like, that is just like what I was like groomed into. And then now it's like, well, my kids like, Bo he's got some J's on. I buy him a little Nike sweatsuit outfit. Cash got the little leggings with the little dress top and sweaters and Jordan this, Jordan that. But it's like, yo, people looking like, oh, you spend all that money. But it's like, nah, you got to go to Marshalls. You got to go to TJ Maxx, Ross, them stores. Them stores have everything. And the crazy thing about it is, bro, those stores are less expensive than Target. If you think about it.
Yo, I was hearing somebody say today that the most they ever spent on clothes or like somewhere was at Target.
Yo, it's Matt. Yo, Cassie, one of them had a pair of like, I think it was a pair of leggings, or sweatpants, or some shit. It was like $20, bro. I ain't gonna get a whole fit. I can get 2 fits at Marshalls for $10 a pop. Target is a ripoff. It's a scam, bro. Literally.
Yeah, someone was just talking about that. I had found these workout pants on there for like $25. I had bought them. I had bought 2 of them. Man, them joints the best. They probably one of the best pants I got to just like walk around in and like work out in. Like, they're thin. I'm gonna have to send them to you, but I had to send it in the group chat, just letting them know. I'm like, yo, y'all looking for some workout pants? These joints right here. And I be seeing more and more people with them because at the back of them, it's like, it's not the Nike sign. They got like the little arrow. It got the little arrow right here. Yeah. So I'm like,
yo, that's a thing.
Hit.
That's a thing. Huh? Not to get off topic, but they say I was watching a podcast about it's like when you buy something and you start to notice that everybody has it. It's like when you buy you have a Honda Accord and you start realizing like everybody drives the same color, or like me, like with my car, like I started noticing more people have the same car.
Yeah, that's also the same thing when you about to buy something. Because we had just bought a new Jeep. We bought the Volkswagen Atlas, and like
those are solid.
We just started. Nigga, that shit is solid, bro. Niggas thought I was in range.
Hey, yo, I used to whip them joints when I worked at Enterprise. I used to whip them joints everywhere.
Yeah,
they probably even more ridiculous now.
Yeah, it's the one that got everything, like the nav, the panoramic roof, everything. So
that joint's
nice. But it's crazy because it's nice, but I've never been a car person, yo. Never, man. I would never spend my money on cars. Like that's just it's never been me. I would rather spend my money on maybe a trip or buying shoes or doing something else. But when it comes to like restaurants and cars, it ain't me, man. I rock that Honda Accord until the wheels fall off, man.
I know. I know Ashley was always on me about that. Like, well, you need to get a bigger car, and I'm like, yo, my car is paid off. I got the pink slip for this. There's no need to do that. Yeah. Why do that? I got that. But I know I'm gonna need a new one. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, and luckily the Honda Accord it's bigger than what because Jasmine had the Civic, and the Honda Accord is still big. Like it's a sedan, so it's a bigger model, but. It definitely, you could just drive in the motherfucking Atlas. That shit feel big as hell, like.
Because you used to driving cars and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get an SUV one of these days. I think after we get this,
what you think? What you think about? Because after I'm telling myself in the next 5 years, because I gotta because hopefully Nova goes to school. We're hoping that Nova gets accepted to pre-K, so she get there, bro. That's good, because instead of me having to pay an extra for Journey, she'll just swoop right in to take the Nova spot, and I'll put her in the public school. But it's gonna be wait until after Journey gets to public school. So that's another 4 years. So I ain't getting another car for another 4 years. But what you think about, dog? What you think about?
I'm thinking. My principle has always been I gotta take care of home before I get the whip. So cars. Once we get locked in the house, we're gonna get back on the housing market next year. After we lock that down, then I'll probably wait like another 2 years after that. Stack the way my money's structured, maybe a couple more years after that, and then I'm gonna get on the market for a whip. But
what you about to get?
I've always wanted.
I'll tell you what I want. Go ahead.
I've always wanted I've always wanted a Suburban. For some reason, I just like the big body SUVs. Just the big body SUVs
to the gallon.
Yeah, easy. I can get us. Yeah, I know that's another thing. But I've been looking at. I was looking at the. I was never a BMW fan, but these new X4s, X5s that came out, I'm like, oh, these are kind of nice. They're looking a little different. Or, what was the other one? I was talking about it the other day. I don't even remember. I know the X4, X5 was one of them, though. What you looking at? What you looking to get? If you say Tesla, I'm going to shut the laptop right now. Don't say Tesla. Please don't say Tesla.
Yeah. Jasmine don't like them, but I like them. That's my
that shit is... Why? What about
I'm about to tell you. Let me break it down. I'm not even a car person. I'm talking about a car, man.
I know, my bad.
So first off, to anyone that's watching that's a car person, shout out to my dog, Luca. I love him. But he do like the exotic cars, this, that, and the third. And I was just telling the dude at the dealership, if I could have any car right now, any car, the Lambo truck, that joint is fire.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm not getting a Lambo truck. I'm not getting a Lambo truck. That's not never in my price range. I'm not gonna say never, but that's definitely not in my price range. But I like the Tesla joints, like the
Model
Model
Y.
Model Y, yeah. I love those joints. One of the reasons why I probably wouldn't get a Tesla, and I think everything happens for a reason. I was telling Marcus that the Tesla and the computer, same thing with the Apple phone, the Apple Watch, they're all the same, right? So they're the first generation. Same thing with the iPhone, the computer, the desktop, the Apple Watch. Everyone's going to love them. They're going to be great. But in the next 10 years, next 6 years, there's going to be something way better than that. So all the people that had Teslas, now they're going to want to sell that shit. They're going to try to figure out how to sell that shit. And I think one of the bad things about it is if gas is still around, it might screw them, because I don't think a lot of people are going to buy it. They would be like, why would I buy this shit? Because, everything with electric is about the battery.
Bro, I got a funny ass story about a Tesla too, but go ahead. Yes, you're 1,000% correct. Yes.
So everything's off the battery. So like once you wear that off, it's just like a actual real battery. But the good thing about a car battery is you can actually go to AutoZone and just put that shit in.
Get a new battery.
With the Tesla joint, that joint is everything. You really gotta buy that shit's I don't know how much it costs, but why would I buy? It's the same thing with the iPhone and the Apple Watch. one of the main things they could not do, or maybe they could do, but they just didn't tell everyone, was the battery lasting long. Like, that was one thing about the Apple Watch. Like, everybody was like, yo, this joint only lasts like 5 hours, 4 hours. I got to keep putting it on the charger. Damn, 2023 now, that shit fucking... I can call the ambulance and not even touch it. And this shit goes for 10 hours, and I can video chat, and I can talk to people. So it's just like the evolution of, like, electronics, I feel like is so fast that, like, I necessarily wouldn't. If I could, I would. I'm not gonna say it, but it doesn't really make any sense to really buy a Tesla now if you had the opportunity to buy one in the next 5 or 6 years. But go ahead. Yeah. Oh, and the Wrangler. Jasmine likes the Wranglers too. I love those, the Wranglers. But I just feel like inside of it, I'm not getting my money's worth. Like, I'm gonna pay almost 38,000. Like, I don't want this on my dashboard. Give me something good, baby.
I was always a big Jeep person. There's not a Wrangler. It's probably the bigger model. I think it's a Sahara.
Oh, you talking about the Cherokee?
No, not the Cherokee. The Jeep. It's like the actual Jeeps, like the actual Jeeps. You know, like the ragtop Jeeps.
Oh, yeah. They're called, you said it. It started with an S.
The Saharas, right? Yeah. I've always wanted one of those. Yeah. I was going to lift that motherfucker up. I was going to paint it matte black. Like, that was my vision. They got someone selling one. I see it on the road every day, and I'm looking at it like, damn, that shit looks really nice. But listen, let me tell you about this Tesla shit. So, I went to Arizona in June, for those who don't know.
Yeah.
My homie's birthday, went out there and shit. So I was like, yo, let me get the Tesla. I needed a car. I was like, I can get a Tesla for cheaper than I can get a rental car for. So I was like, I'm going to just get the Tesla. Cool. Like, oh, you just got to plug it up. Dude, it's mad chill. He's a great guy. If you're on Toro, I forgot his name. But if you ever need a car in Phoenix, look this guy up. I think his name's, I don't remember his name, but he was awesome. So yeah, just plug it in. It takes forever to fucking charge, number one. So there's one particular day we go not whitewater rafting, but we go down the lazy river, tubing down the lazy river.
Yeah.
So I charged it the night before, bro. I had like 86 miles left in the battery. Cool. It's 30 miles away, 35 miles away. So we get out there, cool, bro. When I say, I was like, all right, when I get out there, I'm gonna park underneath this tree. And it's going to protect the car from the sun so it doesn't melt the battery down or whatever. Bro, I get back in the whip. Yo, there's 38 miles left in this fucking battery. And I have 35 miles to go from the place we're at till I get back to the crib. Bro, when I say it was the hottest ride back, we rolled the windows down. I turned the music off. I turned everything off just so I could find a supercharge station to sit there for 15 minutes to give me an extra 10 miles for another 20 minutes. That way I can get back to the house, bro. I was like, yo, I was fed up. Because I was really big on, like, Teslas. Like, yeah, I'm going to get one. Like, that'd be dope. No gas, whatever. After that shit, I was like, man, fuck this car. I just go pay for gas at this point.
I got one out in Miami. I had it for, like, 2 days. And the only thing about it, like you said, you got to charge it a lot. And I didn't even really go too many places, but I would just charge it. But I think one of the main thing is like trying to find a place where you can just like sit down or like just go and like handle business and come back and charge it. Like that's what I would do. I would just like try to find like a little mall area, look for super charge stations, and then like go get something to eat or go buy something at Walmart, take my time, and then come back that joint juiced up. But right now, I wouldn't. Something's gonna come out better. You know what I mean? There's gonna be something out there that's gonna take the wave, and everybody gonna be like, "Dang!" It might be a Honda. You know what I mean? Hopefully, they come out with an electric Honda Accord. I'm getting that shit. Yeah.
But listen, it's the thing though. It's like when you have kids and you still want to keep your edge of like, I don't want no minivan. Like Ashley's mom says, you don't get a minivan one day. I'm like, I refuse with every bone in my body to buy a minivan. I ain't nothing against them, but you won't see me with one.
You heard what Karas said when he pulled up in the minivan. Family matters.
They do, but I'm always going.
That was a classic, yo. I was like, yo, you got a minivan? He was like, family matters.
Hey, you're a real one. You're a real one, but I won't be in a minivan. I'll be in something that I can feel comfortable driving in, and also still have the needs that I need, the spacing needs that it requires for me to get my kids from point A to point B. Because, quite frankly, when the car seats go, it's like, all right, at that point you can get whatever. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
until then, it's like, all right. So like, I'm looking in the next 5 to 10 year gap. So once I get this SUV, whatever it is, if it's a Burb, Tahoe, whatever it is, then, or the X5, X4, whatever, then I'm gonna scale it back, and then I'm gonna turn it. I feel like all dads do that. They get the car that matters the most when they need it, and then once the kids get old enough, then they go back to their, I'm gonna get the Corvettes and the 2-door this, the 2-door that, and they just whooping around town, throwing the kids in the car and shit. So I'm looking forward to that. But for right now, I think I'm looking at either the X4, X5, or that Burb. That Burb is gonna be mine, though. I know for a fact. I'm excited for it.
Banye got the X7.
That's what I'm. Yo, it's something about them. I don't know what it is about them. And I never was a BMW person ever. I never really liked cars like that. But recently, bro, like, I don't know what it is. Like the X4, the way it looks, that shit almost looks like, what caught my attention was I looked at it and I'm like, yo, is that the Lambo? But I looked at the thing, I looked again, I'm like, yo.
Oh, no. I know what you're talking about. Those are the X6. That's what my mom got. Yeah. Them joints is nice. They're nice, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I
always, like, that was my favorite car at one point. I remember when they first came out when I was in high school, I was like, yo, I want an X6. I want an X6. And then, I just realized I'm not a car person. So I just was trying to get a car just in general. And I kind of lost mine of it. Not really thinking, but my mom just got one last year. And me and Jasmine had drove it to a wedding.
She almost had to report that shit stolen.
Yeah, that junk was nice, man. That junk was nice. So, but my mom, she like that. That's one thing I learned from my mom. Like, she was like, "Yo, now that I'm older, I'm always gonna treat myself." And she always be asking, she'd be like, "Yo, you want to ride it? You want to drive it at night or whatever?" I'd be like, "Nah, man. Y'all know I'm not a car person, man. Y'all know that, man." But
my mom's, when her retirement gift to herself, I don't know why, for some reason she wants a fucking Ford F-150. For some reason, pickup.
Them shits be costing money though.
She don't give a shit. She don't care. She says she's always wanted one, and I'm like, all right, you do. Them joints is nice on the inside. I ain't gonna lie, for a pickup truck, them joints is actually pretty nice. They're very spacious, and you know what I mean. Got room and stuff.
Yeah.
So, but she's always doing something around. She said, I want one that's really nice because I'm always doing something around the house. I was like, all right. I just throw it in the back.
It comes in handy. It comes in handy, man. There's so many times when I'm looking for someone with a pickup truck. You know what I mean? But it definitely comes in handy for sure.
Yeah, so that's gonna be her. That's her retirement gift. She retires in 4 or 5 years.
Dang.
It's crazy. Shout out to moms. But listen, though, we love you guys. It was an awesome episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll catch you guys very soon. We love y'all.